even know who's coming. I don't even know who's coming. Do you know who's coming? Because I don't.
No.
I mean, I'm thinking there's going to be like 5 people, man.
Yeah, but
we're going
really
on in just
people.
a couple of minutes, right?
Yes.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready? All right, we got to psych each other up. You ready?
Okay.
Victory, 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 victory. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, ah, ah.
You know, I would do that, but you're wearing rings, and I'm
that's
not,
true.
And you've hurt me bad.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Oh, my God. Well, look what just happened. We're live here.
Hey, welcome. So let me see.
All right, so we're sitting there doing the share thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dan Navarro.
And I'm not. I'm James Lee. I'm James Lee Stanley.
We are all wood, and
Lead.
he wood, and I'm easily led.
Yeah, there you go.
You all know that anyway. We're about to get silly here. Thank you all for coming, those of you who are here. And if you're not here, then how can you be here? See, it says live already.
It does. Okay, so
and there we are. Look at us.
So
it's just
not
saying
live on mine.
Hi, Michael Matisse. Hi, Janelle Jakubowski Vidal. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Laura Strawn. Mariana Moroni is coming from Argentina. Wow. Hi, Mary Ahern.
Wow. Hola,
hi, Kathy
hola,
Villiker. Mark Planchik. Kim Roberts Hardy. We're on my page, so this is going to be mostly probably the Dan fam.
Oh,
there is a James fam.
I'm
going to share this.
You know what? It's not showing up on my page.
Leave it and come back.
Okay, I'm coming back. I'm leaving it.
Right.
Here I go.
Let me see.
It.
I'm going to now share post with public. No, that's not where I want to go.
Okay, now I'm live. I see it.
Do you see it now?
Where's my comments? I want to see
Copy
those
link.
comments.
So I'm going to go. We're just doing the whole share thing.
Okay. Gail.
Sherry!
Hello,
Sherry,
Gail.
Sherry. Clearly, I haven't been with you guys in long enough. Hi, Linda Holler.
In case you're wondering,
Happy birthday
Dan
a
has
couple
had
days
an
ago, Linda
entire
Holler.
pot of coffee.
Hi, Marty Barrett. I've had a whole pot of coffee.
Himself.
Which is better than having a coffee of pot. That's all I got to say.
Well, it depends.
It depends.
Marilyn Block, Marcia Burr, Connie Jellison.
These are
Caroline,
mostly
Martha Allen, Janice Chow, Debbie Ling, Donnie Hartwick. Oh, Randall Smith. Cool.
Yeah,
well, welcome
good. So
you
I'm
all.
going to my profile and sharing it there. Then I'm going to share it to the Dan fam. We're also appearing on YouTube.
Now how do I share this, Dan? What do I do?
Hang on 2 seconds.
Oh, there it is. The word
so
share.
Click the share. What I would suggest is you can just go or copy the link and go to the page you want to share it to.
Okay.
That kind of worked a little easier for me.
All right, I'll do that.
We're
Just
all learning.
bear with us, folks.
We're learning. It's a learning thing. Actually sounds like a
So I
song
want that
Erica
one.
wrote once.
And I want to... Okay. Now
Clearly, I haven't been around you enough because I'm getting on the silly side here.
Okay, so there we go. I'm now
Copy
on this one
link.
too. Okay,
Now,
kids.
hang on. Now we go to here. We have 56 people on the Dan Navarro Music Facebook.
Okay.
I would go to your own page and see what you're seeing because you're going to see a different
I've got
feed.
8 on this page.
You got 12. You got a dozen.
I got 12
And that's
already.
not including YouTube.
That's
I'm going to
right.
go to YouTube over here.
Oh, and Britney Spears is over here on the menu.
Well, there we go, man.
Teenage person's dream.
Luckily, I'm not a teenager.
Yes, but you could be if you tried.
Well, I act like a teenager. Your channel.
Okay. So
And here we are. Look at us. There's the YouTube.
all right. I think they want to hear something.
Well, no, you can see Jesus Christ.
Well, I want to hear something.
Dude, slow down.
You're telling me to
Slow down.
This is
Yeah, really.
90 miles an hour. Dan Navarro telling me to slow down.
90 to nothing, Dan. Exactly. I'm looking here on YouTube, and I am seeing Roshina Viegas.
Oh yes,
Sherry
Rosina.
Mabry.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sharon,
Nancy Scott.
You're
So
friends
these
of
are.
mine.
This is a broader. Hi, Suze Wong. Hi, Mark Levant.
Hello. These are all people, friends of mine or yours.
Yeah,
Molly
exactly.
Marking.
Hi, Deb Ewing. Savoir Faire is everywhere. Exactly. Deb Ewing's probably going to be on all the sites.
I can hardly read those things.
So, oh, really? Well, let me just do this, and it gets. Oh, Jesus,
that doesn't
that ain't
do
gonna
it.
do. That ain't gonna
No,
work.
because as I said before, that thing about self-abuse is true.
Yeah, that makes the eyes go.
Yes, it does.
Something like that. We're using StreamYard to go out to 3 sites at once. We're going to the James Lee Stanley music page, the Dan Navarro music page. I wanted to do the share over to Dan Fam. Yes, Dan Famers. Let me do that. Group.
You know, I'm
Group.
going to
What's
cut
the
down
group?
on your coffee, I think.
I thought, what's wrong with it? The coffee's really good.
Well,
You know, the thing is,
we
I
don't
don't
know
know. I
coffee.
don't really get it. Coffee really doesn't seem to do too much for me. I don't really understand why. It doesn't really seem to really get me very high. I get pretty tired of this sort of thing, but it's really something that I've learned how to do.
Ram-a-lam,
Ding
ram-a-lam,
dong, ram-a-lam, ding dong.
Okay.
You guys paid for this. Well, that's not true.
No, that's true. Well, you're paying with your time, which, if you think about it, is the most precious thing you can give anyone.
I wanted to make sure that we got shared out to the appropriate locations.
Okay.
I'm thrilled to be here with my buddy James Lee.
Old
I'm going to
buddy.
give this gentleman a little bit of an introduction. It was about 2004, so 16 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
I am in upstate New York with Eric Lowen, heading toward basically the Borscht Belt for the first NERFA we ever
Right,
attended.
that's right,
And I
that's right.
turn on Sirius XM in the rental car. And Mike Marone on the loft is playing this great record. I think it was the song Under My Thumb by the Rolling Stones, done by James Lee Stanley and John Batdorf, a
Right.
dear friend of mine from a legendary duo called Batdorf and Rodney.
Yeah,
I was a
great
friend
band.
back in the a fan back in the 70s. They're both friends of mine, and we're listening to this incredible version. And I found out about this incredible series of records, where then it was one album,
Yeah, one.
done by James Lee Stanley and John Batdorf, called All Wood and Stones. And
I got the idea for taking a famous hard rock band and doing the music, completely redoing it like I would do it, or Crosby, Stills and Nash would do it. Acoustic guitars, just kick that.
I just
computer,
kicked
teach
the
it a
can there,
lesson.
exactly.
In any event, I wanted to present the music acoustically, and I wanted there to be harmonies because the Rolling Stones never really did that sort of thing to their music. And what happened when I put the record together is that I discovered that the songs were the stars of the album, and they were wonderful. So John and I did a second album called All Wood and Stones 2, and then the label got the idea of doing this as a series, because it takes me a couple of years to write the songs for my solo albums. So this was enabled us to put something out in the interim when I was working on my solo stuff, because the songs are already written. And then I ran into John Densmore from The Doors. I actually had his book under my arm. I wanted him to sign it because I was just such a fan and so thrilled to meet him. And the first thing he said was, "I love what you did to the Stones, man. If you do The Doors, I'll play on it." And I went, "Okay." And I called my pal Cliff Eberhardt, and I said, "Cliff, you want to do
You're
this?"
friends with him?
No, not really. And he
Hi,
said,
Cliff.
and he won't be watching. And I said, "Cliff, you in?" And he said, "I'm in." Took him like 1 second to decide. We did All Wood and Doors, and everybody on that record, I'm not kidding, we had Timothy Schmidt from the Eagles, Paul Barrere from Little Feat, Peter Tork from the Monkees, and John Densmore and Robbie Krieger from the Doors playing on it. Everybody on the record was famous except me, actually. and the record got incredible reviews, and I think actually 3 radio stations played it, so we were pretty thrilled, No, it was 2 radio stations. In any event, one of them was, of course, XM. They're very good to us. And Dan came to me and said, "Man, I love what you're doing." He said,
I love what you're doing.
he said it just like that, but I disregarded the. In any event, he wanted to do Led Zeppelin, and I said, "Dan, I don't know as much about him as you do." So he sent me all of the Led Zeppelin records, and then we got together for a couple of days down here and just played through everything with our guitars. And then I went back up to my little studio up in Tehachapi in the mountains, and made this album.
And who are the famous people on this one? There was
You, me,
um,
Washington Smowdown Tar on drums, and the fantastic Chad Watson on bass. Plus, we had. I ran into this guy at an open mic in Tehachapi, and he played the cello very well. And I said, "Oh, you should come up and put some cello on this thing." So he said, "Okay." And then I wrote down his name on a piece of paper, which I promptly threw away. So he's credited as the Phantom Airman on cello. And if he's listening, and if you remember me and remember doing this, please tell me so. When I make the next run of the CD, we can put your name on it. Okay? So in any event, let's play him something.
we're going to play you something.
This is the
So
first
we're
cut.
giving you the record in order. This is track by track. We're going to try to keep an eye on the chat, but basically, let me say, should you want to order it, www.allwoodandlead.com. Now, it is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and
Yeah,
stuff
all
like
those
that.
places.
But truth told, here's how it rolls. It's a little cheaper on Amazon, but also gets stepped on by the distributor and by Amazon, which means we make a third. Now,
We split a third.
we
so
split, yeah. So basically, it is a little more expensive through the website, We're trying to solve the problem of multiple units because the shipping racks up and it doesn't need to. We're trying to solve that issue.
Yeah, we'll
now.
figure that out.
But we just want to be straight up about the fact that yes, it is a little more expensive at allwoodandlead.com.
But we sign it. Don't forget.
Oh, that's true. The ones from All Wood and Lead have been autographed by both of us.
That's true. Dan
So,
Navarro and me, James.
That's
Lee
right.
Stanley.
I signed James Lee Stanley.
And I signed Dan Navarro.
Exactly.
But you
And
can't tell the difference.
Did you do what Bob Dylan does? Bob Dylan for a long time autographed with his left hand,
You're kidding.
so that it wasn't his real signature like on his checks.
Oh, I see.
It was a thing because Bob Dylan,
You know
people
what?
going through your
Peter,
trash.
Peter Tork used to write best wishes, and somebody said, "What does that say? Burnt windows?"
Burnt windows.
And he said, "No, it's best wishes." So then, from then on, whenever we toured live, Peter would write "Burnt windows."
Burnt
Peter
windows.
Tork.
Well, so
Anyhow, play him
we're gonna throw down now. The tracks are coming up in order, ladies and gentlemen. The first track off of All Wood
and
Lead.
Lead. Take it. I hear nothing. Do we have
I
to
hear
push
nothing.
a button here?
Yeah, I forgot. I pushed the wrong button.
Oh,
That's me. That's my fault. That's my fault. Here we go.
take it. I hear nothing.
I hear nothing. Yeah, I forgot. I pushed the wrong button. That's me. That's my fault. That's my fault. Here we go. Let me take you to the movies. Can I take you to the show? Let me be yours ever truly. Can I make your garden grow? There's an angel on ever truly. Can I make your garden grow? There's an angel on ever truly. Can I make your garden grow? There's an angel on ever garden grow. There's an angel on ever garden grow. There's an angel on. They're not hearing us at all.
Oh.
We're trying to figure out what that recycled sound is coming through, and I have no idea.
Yeah, me either.
So that's an interesting thing.
Wait a second. Is there anything, any sends that are going
Well,
on?
there's a send that's coming to here only,
Okay.
coming out of there. What I don't understand, that was really, really weird, and that's not supposed to be happening. It's also never happened before. in
Also,
my experience.
if you've been following me for the past year, you'll find that I seem to be a magnet for these sorts of.
We're going to try
computer-
this one more time, and hopefully, we'll see what happens. Boy, here we go, figuring it out on the fly. Let's see what we got.
What about the effects?
Time, and hopefully, see, there it was. I don't know if you heard the echo delay on what we're doing, and that's coming out of the computer.
Okay.
There's got to be a
Oh,
way
wait a
around.
minute. Let's go in there and turn the echo cancellation on there, on the computer.
You know what? No, I've got another solution.
Okay.
We're going to take a little technical break here,
Talk amongst
which
yourselves.
is I'm thinking that I'm going to come off a separate device
Okay.
I'm going to use a different laptop
Okay.
to play the music. Forgive me, you guys. We are trying to figure this out because one of the things I've never done on StreamYard, because I'm using StreamYard to go out to multiple places, is to play live music from a track while we've got the stream going. So I
Yes.
need your indulgence. Bear with me a little
So
bit.
why don't
Talk
you
to
all,
the people.
Okay, folks, you might consider using the bathroom about now, particularly if you're one of the older people. And I don't know what it is, but it would seem that that when I get near computers, they go insane. Now we did a sound check. I got here at noon. And we did a sound check, and everything was absolutely fine until we went live. So I don't know what to tell you, except we're going to work on it. And Dan has a number of computers and is very computer savvy, much more so than I am. I'm not a Luddite, you understand, but I do have a lot of problems with computers. I think they hate us, actually. I think computers hate us because we have legs. Why don't I check this thing out and answer some questions? I can barely hear. Going to YouTube, see if the sound is louder. That's from Laura Clemens. Laura, I've got it pretty loud in my earphones. Big Daddy distributes your CD for a small 20% fee. Okay. Nick, hello, Nick. Let's see. Caroline DiBiase Negron. Clayton, hello, man. Nice to see you. Long time. Hello, Nadine. Glad you showed up. Audrey Fisher-Price. Oh, hello from Cat Adoptions. Cute. Hey, Kevin, up there in Nova Scotia. Thank you, man. Marcia. Wow. Tom Rhodes. Thank you, man. Now, if we can just get you to play it for you, that'll really, really be nice. You can see us. Fred Monroe. Come and play it at Sharon's in my living room. It will sound fine. Hello, Fred. Nice to see you. Nice surprise. Actually, I'm going to be up there in, just because I wanted to play somewhere and get this thing started. I'm going to do a thing with Steve Key in September up at some vineyard that is in Paso Robles. So I hope that I see you up there, Fred. Can you get by me?
Barely.
Okay.
With any luck, this will work.
That would be nice.
So now where do I put this?
Okay, you want me to hold it?
Yeah. You might have to be the monitor of that.
Ooh, and it's warm, too.
It is that. Might clear a little space to stick it there, and it'll fit.
Okay, if it'll reach.
We're going to try this now.
Okay.
The main thing is it's also now no longer getting the feed of what we're saying. It's only going to be the music. So let me get this together for you.
Do it.
Thanks for your patience, everybody. This is stuff that we're figuring out on the fly.
Yeah. Who knows?
All kidding aside.
Someday.
Someday, some way.
Oh, you know him? Marshall Crenshaw?
I do, actually. Marshall's a friend.
Oh, no kidding.
He's a great guy and a really talented musician.
Yeah, I love that first album. With the Someday.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Let's-
Marshall Crenshaw, if you don't know him, check him out.
Let's try this.
Okay. Do we have to take the beat? Oh.
Let me take you to the movies. Can I
Here we
take
go.
you to the show? Let me be yours ever truly.
I love your voice, pal.
Can I make your garden grow? There's an angel on my shoulder, in my hand a sword of gold. Let me wander in your garden, the seeds of love I'll sow. From the houses of the holy, we could watch the white doves go. From the door comes Satan's daughter, and it only goes to show.
Sounds fabulous. Thank you.
So the world is spinning faster. Are you dizzy when you're stoned? Let the music
Melbourne, Australia, all
be
right.
your master. Will you heed the master's call? Said there ain't no use in crying. Said we'll only drive you mad. Does it hurt to hear them lying? Was this the only world you had? From the houses of the holy, we could watch the white doves go. From the dark of Satan's daughter, and they call it rock and roll. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This guy can do anything with his voice.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sharon Abreu, she's great. I played to my radio show, Sharon, on Tuesday night, tomorrow night. Deb Ewing, hello, Deb. do I do something?
Yeah, hit the space bar.
Space bar.
And actually bring
then move
bring
it
it
down
over
to the
bring it
next-
over because you just killed the name.
Oh.
We're still doing technical here, but that was Houses of the Holy.
Yeah,
Here's the
and-
funny thing about Houses of the Holy. There was an album that Zeppelin put out called Houses of the Holy, and Houses of the Holy wasn't on it. Go figure. That was on Physical Graffiti. So it's. I'm going to push these back just a little.
Yeah,
so
can we do
put this
that?
right here? Yeah, we can. We got a little.
Okay, all right.
We have a table.
Okay.
We have a table.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to say that we started out with this because it begins with one guitar, and then a little bass and one vocal. And I wanted to make sure that people knew we were presenting this differently than Led Zeppelin ever did present it. And so we ended up kicking its ass. Dan, I got to tell you, when my wife came down to the studio and heard what Dan had sung, she said, "Well, you have your work cut out for you."
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not going to say anything else. You know me better than that.
Well, yeah, but I got to tell you, it's a thrill singing with you, man. I love the way we sound together.
Well, I got to tell you, I did play a little guitar on this, but other than that, all the instruments except for the bass, that's James. And we came up with the arrangement ideas together, but the arrangement execution was all him. And in particular, he had this idea that we don't want to do faithful versions of the songs. This isn't karaoke.
Yeah.
We didn't even always stick to all the sections. There's a song later where some of you will notice that we've left major portions of it out.
Yeah.
It's not about being a cookie cutter or anything like that.
It's a
about,
tribute, but it's not a cover record.
No, it's a reimagination is the word I've been
There you
using.
go, yeah.
But I love the phrase that you had. This is as though Zeppelin had lived in Laurel Canyon in '68. And,
That's it.
that's the real feel of it. I did mention, a lot of the Dan fam members are here, and I appreciate that. There are lots of new people coming in. I'm glad we got this problem solved. Separate
Me too.
device.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
when
the-
you recycle out of the same place where the voice is, it was picking up the speakers and
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
All of that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lee Stanley. I'm Dan Navarro, here with All Wood and Lead for you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We got over 130 people here right now, and
Wow.
thank you all for coming so much. The next one was probably one of the ones that I consider to be sort of the seminal Led Zeppelin songs from the earliest days. I mean, they were noted for certain songs. There are a lot of songs that are kind of de rigueur that we had to cut. There were a few that we chose not to.
Yeah.
But this was one that really,
Go ahead. I have to do something funny
well, I
about
just
this.
thought was really central to their repertoire.
This was in fact the first song that you came out to when I had the studio in Woodland Hills. You
Right.
came out and you presented this song, and I recorded it, but I didn't label it. And then we've been meaning to do this for at least 5 years.
We did 5 years. Yeah.
So after a couple of years, I save every one of my phone is full of little musical ideas, and I saw this one, and it was 3 minutes long. I thought, what the hell is this? So I play it, and it's Dan singing "Good Times, Bad Times," except that I didn't know who it was, and I thought, where did this song come from? Because I didn't know this tune. And so it took me I was on the road, and I kept listening to thinking, where did this come from? And then all of a sudden I went, son of a gun. This is the beginning of
It was
all
the
wood
beginning
and
of
lead.
All Wood and Lead.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Jenny Hilliger just posted, where can we get good ones in Cali? She and her mom are out here from Arizona. Let's figure out when James is going to leave a couple of the autographed versions of them here.
Yes.
And we'll take care of that. In person.
Yeah,
We'll meet up.
when you buy it from us, I will be sending you one, and they will be autographed from both of us. We've already just while we were waiting, we autographed 100 of them. So
I make that face. This is the exact face I make when I'm signing my own name. I go, hi, nice to see you. Should I sign my check? Okay.
yeah, I do the same with my tongue like this. Yeah. Okay, so good times, bad times. You
Good
want-
times, bad times. Let me just, I've got groovy little, look what I just did. Ladies and gentlemen, good times, bad times.
Okay.
In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man. Now I've reached that age, and I've tried to do those things the best I can. No matter how I try, I find my way the same old jam. Good times, bad times.
Yeah, that three-part harmony is going to be hard to pull off live.
Almost impossible.
With a brown-eyed man, well, I still don't think that it's fair. Sixteen, I fell in love with a girl as sweet as could be.
I love the shuffle. So sweet.
It only took a couple of days till she was rid of me.
Gone,
She
baby.
swore she'd be all mine and love me till the end. But when I whispered in her ear,
I lost another friend.
good times, bad times, you know I had my share. A woman left home for a brown-eyed man, well, I still don't think that that's fair.
Well, I like this breakdown. Check this part.
I know what it means to be alone.
That's Chad Watson with that groove.
Wish that I was home. I don't care what the neighbors say. I'm gonna love you each and every day.
I love that lick.
No matter how I try, I find my way into the same old jam. Good times, bad times, you know I have my share. A woman left home for a brown-eyed man, but I still don't think it is fair. Good times, bad times. 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 Good times, bad times.
I stole that from A Good Day Sunshine from
You
Revolver.
think?
Oh yeah, I did. I had
With a little,
to do
with
that.
a little good vibration thrown in there
A little
too.
tribute, yeah.
A little.
Well-
So I got a question to ask each of you. When we're singing along, we're in sync. Is it in sync with what you're hearing, or is it all?
Yeah, 'cause we can be quiet
Because
if
we're
it's-
also like tapping along, and it could well be that we're like
We're stepping all
like
over
white
it.
people or something. But
Yeah.
Anyway, this record was a whole lot of fun to make. James moved from the Los Angeles area to Tehachapi.
Yeah.
And so it's 2.5 hour drive to go up and work with him.
Yeah, actually,
two and a half
it's up
hour
in-
drive for him to drive down here to do this today.
It's a half hour outside of Tehachapi that I live, up on
Right,
top
well,
of a
there you go.
mountain. But I have to tell you, up on top of that mountain, when I get up every morning and walk out on the deck and I can see for 5 or 6 miles, my friend says, Dan, you got vastage up here. But I got to tell you, once I got there, I thought, this is where artistes should live, you know.
Yeah. Now, when I step out out of my front door,
You get mugged.
well, I see, basically, I see the homeless guy taking a pee on the. I'm kidding around. There are no homeless people on my street.
No, it's actually
Nor am I
blocks from here.
decrying that incredibly difficult situation for everybody because I feel badly for the people involved. But
And we should do something about it.
we should
too.
do something about it.
Because
but,
instead of spending $2.3 million a minute to fly around, how about feeding somebody?
this political discussion brought to you courtesy.
Oh
of
yeah, that's
James
right.
Lee
I
Stanley.
forgot. No politics. My wife said no politics, so no politics.
Yeah, so people are saying it is in sync. I wish you hadn't said that because now we're going to sing along with everything.
Yeah, that's Janice
In fact,
Jow.
that would have
She's
been something
fabulous.
else to do is to just do backing tracks.
Oh, we could have sung live.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
The days of my youth,
I was
told what it means to be a man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could do it.
We could do that. That's exactly right. We're doing our best to hit you guys live. Now, both of us are touring quite extensively, so we're probably not going to be able to do that. We got a little 3-weekend window carved out of the end of January.
Yeah.
From about the 21st or 22nd through the first weekend in February.
Actually, I'm supposed to sing the national anthem at Groundhog Day. So
Oh, cool.
You can come.
How many
with me.
times are you going to do it?
Just once.
You're not going to do it every day?
No.
Like same time every day for.
No, I'm not going to. Although
it's
I
not the
did
Bill
love
Murray
that
round.
movie. I've seen that movie probably 10 or 12 times. And you know
Groundhog
what?
Day was what we started calling pandemic when every day was Blur's Day.
Right,
Ah, here
Blur's
we
Day
are
and
again.
Blur's Day. That's good. That's good. Yes, I was going to say that when I was in Punxsutawney, it turns out that in the high school there, they run the movie Groundhog Day all day long. So it's just on a loop.
God.
And I'm not kidding. I don't know how many times I've seen it. And I did love singing the national anthem up there. And a bunch of my friends came from all over America, and we hung out. It was cool. Anyhow.
Well, I got to tell you, one of the beautiful things about this record for me is that we took certain songs and just went the opposite direction.
Yeah.
It's fun, which leads me to saying some of you have already expressed how much you love the record, and we're grateful for that. There are going to be people out there who are going to go, we're going to kill you for doing that.
No, when I did the All Wood and Stones record, I remember somebody wrote in and said, you just can't do that. It's just,
Oh, yes, we can.
It's just wrong.
Watch me.
What you've done is just wrong.
Yeah, well, By the way, yes,
Like
Torsten
their
Donkert.
tablets, like with the 10 Commandments, on some kind of mountain.
We got Melbourne, Australia in the house. We have Berlin, hi Torsten, in the house.
Wow.
I last saw Torsten, not in person, but he just had a big birthday, and so I gave him, I called in and did a concert for him and his family. And it's great to see you, my friend. Mariana Moroni from Argentina. We've gone international, man.
We have.
So I'm digging every bit of it. I'm appreciating the input on how.
So what time is it in Melbourne, Australia, man?
I think it's 18 hours later, which means
So it's like
something
late
like
at night.
18 hours would make it like about
12 hours.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
12 hours, it would be 3:30 in the morning plus 5. It's about 8 a.m. I
okay.
think your friend will tell us.
Yeah, maybe.
But at any rate, so we decided
Martha Allen.
it's time for a left turn, and that's what we did as we did this song that many of you are very, very.
Dan genius.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but thank you. This is one that I think you'll know what we're talking about.
Oh, this is the one where I used some of the recording from the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll tell them about it afterwards. Yeah, hear that in the background, that high thing? I recorded this on my phone for reference and put it in the computer, and I like the sound so much I wove it into the record. So that very weird guitar is from the phone. That stuff, that's from the phone.
It's been a long time since I rock and roll. It's been a long time since I did the stroll. Let me get it back, let me get it back, let me get it back now. Back to where I come from, yeah. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely, 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 lonely time.
I wonder if Chad's listening on bass. Chad Watson.
Been a long time since the book of love. I hope you know what I'm thinking of. Carry me back, carry me back, carry me back now. Yeah. To where I come from. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely, 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 lonely,
That blend is so sweet.
lonely time.
can't count the tears.
I can't count the tears. I can't count the years. I can't count the years. Ooh, baby, where I come from, yeah, yeah. Give me back where I came from. Give me back where I came from. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely, 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 lonely time.
We can do that. Yeah, that guitar that hangs on the end was the guitar from the phone. Is that how they do it?
That's how they did it.
Wow, you know,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't really know. I know you sent me the records, but I listened to them once. I was on the road and I listened to every single thing all the way through once, and then I never listened again. And we came here, and I don't know how this happened, but that's what we did with them.
Well, the idea was to do something that was all our own, and
Yeah.
to not, again, you can go download karaoke tracks and you can make your own version of all of these things because they make karaoke tracks for everything you can buy on iTunes and elsewhere. I'm not saying that's not a fun thing to do, but what's the point of us doing something like that?
Yeah, you already heard it that way,
Right.
You know,
And yeah, I mean, the only reason to do that is to hear your own voice on it. And for,
yeah,
for
there's
us,
there's some wonderful Beatles cover bands that go out and do the Beatles exactly right, and it's wonderful to see them live do that. But you're certainly not going to buy their records because you already have the Beatles doing that
Right.
just like that. So
what he said.
what we want to do was something different again for the fourth time. This is the fourth record in the series.
That's right. The first two, there were two.
Two
Did
Stones.
All Wooden Doors happen before the second All Wooden Stones?
Yes.
So you basically ping-ponged that one.
We did.
And John Batdorf had an amazing duo called Batdorf and Rodney. Their big hit was Can You See Him, which I
Right.
loved back in the
Yeah.
70s.
On their first album called Off the Shelf on Atlantic Records.
And Cliff Eberhardt. Cliff Eberhardt came up about the same time I did. I remember hearing, right after we put our first album out, there was a station in Los Angeles that would play Oh Mary, and then follow it immediately with Cliff Eberhardt's The Long Road.
Oh, that's a
With
great tune.
that record that he did. He did that song with Richie Havens.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
used to be
fabulous.
Richie's guitar player, and I actually didn't know Cliff. He came up to me at a Folk Alliance, and he said, "James, I'm thinking of doing a duet album, and you're at the top of my short list." I was very flattered. I don't know how true it was, but I liked hearing it, you know. And then when John Densmore said he wanted to play on the Doors version, if I did the Doors, I called Cliff, and he jumped right on it. It
See, I
came
think-
out, and we did it.
What's amazing is that you were at the top of his short list, but I remember when we talked about this, you said you're short of my top list.
I said that?
No, you didn't
I was
say
talking
that.
about your shorts, your pantalones cortos.
I'm wearing pantalones cortos. You can
Pantalones
see
cortos.
That's a portion of my leg. Just saying. My big fat leg.
No tienes tus zapatos.
No soy ando descalzo.
Sí, sí.
Él habla español.
Sí, yo estudio español con mi teléfono todos los días.
Y fíjate, a mi amiga Mariana Moroni de Argentina entiende lo que estamos diciendo.
Wow, muy rápido,
Usted
mi
lo
amigo. Lentamente, por favor.
We are thrilled to be here playing for you All Wood and Lead, the new record from James Lee Stanley and myself, Dan Navarro, on Beechwood Records, available at allwoodandlead.com. It's available other places, but you know,
But
I mean,
yeah, get it from us.
if you get it from us, you could actually, you know what? If you want to go buy it, go to www.weneedthefrickinmoney.com. That is www.weneedthefrickinmoney.com.
Do we have that?
No, but we should do that. Somebody's got to do that.
Okay, we need the frickin' money.com.
It's an old Richard Belzer joke where he used to say, "Send your dollars to Hey, I need the frickin' money." And in New York,
remember
it's-
the old one that Zappa did where he's holding a puppy and he goes, "Buy the album or I shoot the
Oh
puppy."
yeah, believe me. Well, that's the only way I get people into the shows. You know. Oye, híjole, the rail solo sheets. That is a shortening. Híjole is a shortening of something that is not particularly nice. Hijo de la, and I'm going to leave the rest of that part of it out.
Yeah, we have to go to Nova Scotia in 2022. We've got orders.
There we go. Hi, Kevin.
You
Hey,
know
brother.
Kevin?
Yeah, I know very well.
Oh, yeah, good dude.
Let me. His late wife Nancy Godfrey gave me the most amazing coffee mug that.
I love Nancy.
Oh, it's that one right there. Grab that.
Oh.
I want to show that.
Okay, hold
Just
on.
yeah, reach right over. This was given to me by the wonderful Nancy Godfrey, and I love it. It is my favorite mug. Kevin, thank you both for that. And
That was exciting.
It is so great to see you here with us. It's so great to see all of you here.
Sorry.
We weren't quite ready for that.
I must have done that by keeping
That's
it from
going to be.
falling.
I want that to be my ringtone now.
My ringtone is Timothy Schmidt and I singing, I told you never to call me here.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
that's Timothy and I. Timothy, are you here? Did you come?
I'd be pretty impressed if he had. Hi, Cindy Yates from Pittsburgh. Hi, Tina Ross. Hi, Tara Covington.
Sandra Parker.
Hi, Maria.
Gary
Borges.
Mazzola.
You know, I've got to admit, because I'm on my page, I'm seeing most of. Oh my God, we've got subtitles. We got to be real careful.
Oh.
Now I feel like saying really, really dirty stuff
Okay.
to watch it come up.
Oh, if we speak in Spanish, will it do Spanish?
Déjame ver. Estoy hablando en español. Radio
Velkommen.
KLED. KLED.
It's not doing it, is it?
Yeah. Or it's really X. In Mexico, it's X. We use K for west of the Mississippi and W for east of the Mississippi. In Mexico, in Canada, they're all C. So you have stations called like CHUM, Chum, or CHEZ, Shay.
My friend Marla Kotowski has got Gilligan's Island on in the background on her TV.
Oh, that's really cool. Way to go.
You know what? Lawrence Juber's wife, Hope, wrote for that show, and her father was the producer of
Creator
that show.
of
He
it.
created that.
He
Gilligan's
created
Island.
two series.
Gilligan's Island
And the Brady
Bunch.
Bunch.
Yeah.
Sherwood Schwartz.
Yeah, he was a good dude. Did you know him?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I knew
sweet
the
man.
whole family. But,
Yeah, me too.
And really, really great people.
Okay, let's
So let's do the next one. No, it's Jamaica.
I knew that.
It's not to Jamaica.
I was testing
Even though
it.
that's the way. This is a pun. This was always they did a sort of fake reggae song, and so it's a takeoff on the old joke. You know. I went down to the islands. Oh,
Yeah.
did you take Jamaica? No, I didn't. I brought my wife. Jamaica.
Bada boom.
Bada boom, exactly.
Okay.
Well, this might be in some ways as close to faithful as we got. Why don't you hit the space bar while I hit the little sign here?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
I did. This sounds like them?
Well, it's the basic feel.
Well, reggae is reggae.
That's true.
Oh, 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 oh. You don't have to go.
Oh, 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 oh.
You don't have to go.
Chad just nails this thing, man. His bass is so nice, so reggae.
Have to go.
Ay, ay, ay.
All those
Y arriba.
tears I cried. All those
Yeah, I put that
tears I
backbeat in
cried.
that.
Oh,
You know.
baby, tell me why.
Oh, why?
When I read the letter you sent, it made me so mad. When I read the words that you wrote, it made me so sad. But I still love you so. I can't let you go.
Oh, I love this line. You just check this out.
Love you so. Baby, I love you.
I love that. You put it just right in the pocket.
Every breath I take,
Oh, 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 oh.
every move I make.
Oh, 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 oh.
Baby, please don't go.
is available.
Oh, 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 oh. Baby, I love you. Oh, 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 oh. You don't have to go. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, you don't have to go. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, baby, please don't go. Don't go.
Doing the white man dance here. We are James Lee
Wait, the
Stanley.
white man overbite? Is that-
Exactly, the white man overbite. We are James Lee Stanley and Dan Navarro here with All Wood and Lead, our new album on Beechwood Records, James's label, with our reinventions, reimaginations of Led Zeppelin tunes.
Yes, and we hope Led Zeppelin fans.
So we found out many things.
Yeah.
We found out that somebody here wants us to talk dirty to them. Be careful what you wish for. Mark Coker.
That's a
hey,
Peter
brother.
Tork song, by the way.
Oh, really? Yeah. We need the freaking money.com is apparently available, so I might be getting that. The other thing is somebody suggested a record, and I think I know what might be next. All Wood and Franks. And you get to do a weenie in it.
Oh.
For Zappa.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine what that would be like? Don't eat the yellow snow. Or
Ronnie saves his room. He's on a window in his room. Pleasure to be seen.
who could
Dysentery
imagine
green.
they would be freaking out somewhere.
What's
in
the
Kansas.
ugliest part of your body? We could do it. We could do
Well,
it.
she was a valley girl. Oh my God. Whole new
Weasels rip my flesh.
Exactly. Whole new areas. So we are 4 songs in. I'm having a great time with you guys here today. I hope you're having fun too.
Yeah.
We got over 130 people here today.
Yeah, and we got a
And
clump over here too.
Yeah, I mean we're doing pretty nicely. I mean there's 88 on my
Yes,
side.
actually,
got-
we
got about
went.
70.
We lost 9 people in the last 3 minutes.
Oh,
Maybe it was a signal thing.
I think they were thinking
Either that or their own review.
they left because you said to Jamaica.
Oh, yeah,
it's your fault.
Okay, I didn't say to Jamaica. I'm wearing
Jamaica.
Invisalign braces and my
Jamaica.
tongue got caught in my
Jamaica.
teeth. Jamaica.
It's like
Jamaica, farewell. Okay.
It's
What's that? Fred Monroe. Is that what that says?
Oh, Fred Monroe.
Yeah,
Hi,
Musica
Fred.
del Rio. Hello,
yeah,
Fred.
we both played there. Good to see you, Fred. I have no idea what, because that came in on my texts. Well, I'm going to look at it another time. Well, I'll look at it now.
Yes, Gary, we're going to be doing some live shows.
Haha, Musica del Rio, February 4, 5, 11, 12. We call it.
Oh,
I'm working on the 11th and 12th, but we should look at that. Might be at this the
5th?
end of that 3 weeks, and it's relatively close. The 4th and the 5th. Let's
Yes.
Let's pencil 4th or 5th.
well, the 5th is a Saturday. Let's pencil 5. Saturday.
Sounds great. If you know, because I don't know this.
Yeah,
shit. I
well-
don't know anything. I don't even know what. Where are we?
Yeah, the 5 is a Saturday.
I don't even know where we are.
I can tell you where we are. We are in heaven.
We are in heaven.
Yes.
Well, that's a little bit. We're not going to be in heaven for another one. We're not in heaven for 2 songs.
Okay. Oh, you're only right.
Yeah, that's
You're
correct.
right.
This
So listen,
one.
yeah, I got to tell you that Dan came up with the idea. Dan has his vocal range is astounding. He can sing lower than I can, higher than I can, and better than I can. But that's not the only reason I hate him. Okay. so in any event, he said, I have an idea. What if I do like a didgeridoo? How do you say that?
A dirge.
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo, like a dirge of a didgeridoo. So he
Hang
did.
on. We're going to do this right.
Okay.
I
So-
turned the
so
reverb on
he
because
did-
you say, by the way, we should do this. We're presenting our new record, All Wood and Lead.
Lead. In any event, he came up with putting this low thing in there, and there's some cello in this one from the Phantom Airman, and so I did all the high vocals. So let's play it.
We'll play this one. This one on the original. Well, I'm not going to say anything about. I'll talk about the original afterwards.
Yeah, because I don't even know the original.
Oh, let me tell you, bud. It's really cool. I'll push this. Hang on, let me get this in place.
Okay.
We got a little bit of choreography to do here, but we're good. And here we go with track number 5.
Take it.
The queen of light, she took her bow, and then she turned to gold.
There's a lot of Lord of the Rings references in
Embrace
this
the
thing.
gloom and walk the night alone. Oh, dance in the dark of night, sing in the morning light. The dark cloud rides in force tonight, and time will tell us all. I hear the horses thunder down in the valley below, waiting for the angels of Avalon, waiting for the eastern glow. The apples of the valley hold the seeds of happiness. The ground is rich from tender care. Repay, do not forget. Oh, dance in the dark of night, sing to the morning light. The apples turn to brown and black. The tyrant's face is red. Oh, well, the night is long. The sands of time pass slow. Tired hearts search for the sunrise, waiting for the eastern glow. Pain of war cannot exceed the woe of aftermath.
Nadine, that backbeat guitar is your backpacker guitar you gave me.
The ring race ride in black. Oh, what is the common cry? Pick up your swords and fly. Sky is filled with good
The cello's in
and
there
bad
now.
that mortals never know. At last the sun is shining, clouds of white roll by. Flames from the dragon of darkness, but the sunlight blinds his eyes. Pain of war cannot exceed the war of aftermath. Drums will
There's
shake
that cello.
the castle wall, the ring raids ride in black. Oh, sing as you raise your bow.
Right on!
No comfort has the fire tonight that lights the face so cold. The magic runes are written gold to bring a balance back. Bring it back now. Bring it back now. Bring it back.
Man, was that fun to do.
No kidding.
It's such
I didn't
a
realize that was the backpacker guitar. I'd forgotten that I played that.
Yeah, you played the backpacker
Found it on
guitar.
in the corner. And then,
Yeah.
what about this?
Yeah,
teeny.
you know what? I listed the guitars, but I didn't list which guitar you played. You brought a special guitar up. I think it was a Gibson, an old Gibson,
Oh yeah,
black.
it was an old Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't list that on the website because I didn't know which model it was. I got to get that from.
Was the one with the cutaway? Single cutaway CF100. That was from the 50s.
I can't remember, man. I remember it was black and a Gibson. That's
Right.
all I remember.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. In any event, that was the Battle of Evermore, and I must admit I've never heard. Well, I must have heard it once because I listened once through every single record you gave me, but I don't remember ever hearing the Battle of Evermore. So I don't
The
know.
original is pretty, and it's mostly multi-tracked mandolins.
Oh.
Mandolin, Robert Plant, and Sandy Denny from Fairport
Oh, I love
Convention.
Sandy Denny.
And they trade lines, and it's got its own spooky quality. So the only thing we could do is kind of take the druid aspect of it and up the ante.
Yeah,
and
that's
go
what we
even
did.
spookier.
Yeah, we tried. We really tried to get that kind of Gregorian thing going with that, you know. Plus, when I make a recording, I like to change the textures up. You know, I know that some people make albums and they like to maintain the same texture through it all, so you get a musical ambiance from that album. And I tried to capture the ambiance in the echo and the sound of the guitars, but I tried to make every song different. And this next tune, by the way, when we got together, we decided up front we weren't going to do this next cut because it was everybody did. I mean, it's the most famous cut they have, I think. But halfway through it, we decided we were going to do it.
We're going to do it.
And I had said to Dan when we started, listen, because of Jimmy Page, we cannot do guitars because this has to be an all vocal album because we cannot compare. We don't want to get compared.
He's one of the most amazing guitar players in
in the
history of
world,
music.
you know. So except that I ended up playing a lot of guitars. I couldn't help it. So anyhow, this one is this was Dan singing his ass off.
It's pretty wild. By the way, Melissa Bouvier, Miss Hippie, has asked if a large T-shirt fits you or as an XL.
Just a large.
She made this.
Oh.
And I've got to say, no more appropriate thing when doing Led Zeppelin than to wear tie-dye. She's really good at it.
Yeah, well, a large.
I'm assuming-
I'm
yeah,
6'1" and I weigh 170 pounds.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm 5'2" and I weigh 340. So
well, but you carry it well, my friend.
I need to. A lot of COVID ice cream in there that's got to go away.
I got everybody gained weight during COVID. I lost 35 pounds during the COVID.
Well, that's not exactly a fair statement. You also had a Challenger.
Oh
3.
yeah, I did have cancer, but but listen, I
Almost
recommend
took
cancer
your
for
tongue
weight
off.
loss, kids. You can't go wrong with cancer.
Oh God. There we go.
But I'm
F-bombs,
healed. I'm
F-bombs.
healed. He's
F-bombs
healed.
ain't going to lose us, our people.
The C-bomb.
To lose weight, we recommend. Oh my God! There we go. We found it. We found it.
Let's take them let's take them back to heaven.
Let's take them back. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
There's a lady who's sure
And it was your singing. It was so awesome.
all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall,
That's that
but
backpacker
she
guitar
wants
again.
to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiving. Ooh, and it makes me wonder. Oh, and it makes me wonder.
England. Hello, Sabrina. From England. It was way back in echo in this section, so we were like. Do I have to stop it?
Wow.
Oh man.
I got to say wow only because I actually hadn't listened to that all the way to the end.
Oh man, it's got
God,
such
dude.
ambiance. It just I'm so pleased with that record. I hope that Jimmy Page likes it.
I do too.
You know,
I
I mean,
do
because
too.
I literally wasn't going to do the guitars, but it was, I don't know, man. As we laid the track, I just got inspired, you know, and I really, I could listen to that track again and again. It's got its own thing, you know.
It's pretty cool. I mean, that was probably one of the first contributions I made was the idea of the samba. I mean, the ambient vocals and stuff is all you, brother.
This is, you know what? The next cut is also a song.
Yes, it is. I'm sitting there going, is it good programming or bad programming that we put them right together? I happen to like it because you really
I
do
did,
get into a
but
thing.
I just thought that those are the two, from my standpoint, the two most famous songs that
It's
the
true.
most well known. And by putting them together, you were featured on Stairway, and then I'm featured on A Whole Lot of Love. So it seemed like a nice little balance there. Plus, nobody, I mean, the first time I heard Whole Lot of Love, A Whole Lot of Love, you know, I didn't even know what was happening. And I took it with Dan. Yeah. Yeah, so I took it and made it like an Antonio Carlos Jobim
Well,
kind of
and
thing.
Lowen and I used to do it bluegrass.
Oh, really?
Oh no, it's like it wasn't. Don't take it, don't take it, don't. You did coolin', baby, I'm not fooling. Wanna take you right back to schooling. Way down inside. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. But that was us screwing around so much that even though we did on our covers record in 06, we did Blitzkrieg Bop, kind of don't check it, don't go check it, don't check it. We didn't put a whole lot of love because that was just meant to be just us screwing around.
goof, yeah.
Yeah, a goof. This is not a goof.
No.
James kind of my ass. He nails this sucker, and we're going to play it for you now.
Yes? Whole Lot of Love. I think there's one of those in there.
It might be.
You need coolin', baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to some school.
I love this part right here.
Way down deep inside, I think I know what you need. A whole lot of love. A whole lot of love. A whole lot of love. You've been burning, and baby, I've been learning all those good times. Oh, I've been yearning. Way down deep inside, I think I know what you want. You want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. A whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Every bit of my love. Every piece of my heart.
This was great. You did this.
Yeah.
that's Chad playing some fantastic bass.
Way down deep inside, every piece of my heart. Oh, baby, I've been saving a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. A whole lot of love for you.
Chad taking a solo.
Way down deep inside, every bit of my love for you, baby. I got a whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of love. I got a whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of love. I got a whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of love. I got a whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of
Take it, Chad. Why didn't we use that?
I don't know. I should,
You know what? As I was drinking this thing and I was singing at the same time, I felt like a ventriloquist doing a bit. You know what I mean? Song's going on, I'm drinking beer.
how you doing there, James?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Silliness abounds here in the Navarro household here in Mar Vista, California.
Yeah, welcome,
We are
welcome.
James Lee Stanley.
Dan Navarro.
With All Wood and Lead, our new record on Beechwood Records, reimaginations of Led Zeppelin tunes done kind of on the wooden style. I don't mean anything inappropriate, nor anything like
Oh,
that.
that's right, wood. I forgot about that.
Exactly.
From
Well,
high
especially-
school.
and sometimes
When all we
being
had
wooden
was
means
wood.
being stiff, and so it's still inappropriate.
Yeah, it's true. We're not going to.
There's nothing.
We're not getting
going
out
there.
of this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And we all know that I mean, he's on the wooden side and I'm easily lead, so that's how it works. It's
Okay.
uh,
I'm not going to touch that. Actually,
Please-
that's because I'm
please
Catholic
don't.
and parts of my body are off limits to me.
I have
you know.
tongs if you want.
Oh, thank you. That's helpful. You're welcome.
Tweezers in my case.
Tongs, you're welcome.
You're giving me, you sending me flowers or what? Okay, good God. At what point did we lose control of
We
this
just wanted to
afternoon?
lower
off
the level there, and we've
exactly,
succeeded beyond
right
our
off the
wildest
frickin- Right off the
expectations.
frickin' bat.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Exactly.
Down
but
the
you know what?
tubes.
This is what happens when James Lee and I get together.
Yes.
We've been friends. I met you.
When I had hair.
Yes. Well, that's true. That was true. You had this big, giant, curly mop, and
Yeah,
this
the
guy
burden of being that
This
attractive got
guy
me too
was
much.
purty.
So I
he
got
is
rid
still
of it.
purty, but when he would, I met you. You were probably 32, 33.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I was in my 20s.
You know,
I'm a little younger than
You
you.
are,
I
you
mean,
are.
it's
You know what, man? They just made a documentary. Gary J. Katz, the documentarian, made a documentary about me. It's called "The Opening Act: The Extraordinary Journey of James Lee Stanley." And in it, there's some shots of me playing when I was in my late 20s and my early 30s. And I have to tell you that I don't remember being, that attractive. I was stunned because I just see this old 75-year-old guy still doing it. No matter what kind of discouragement I get, I just keep making recordings. but it was bizarre to look at that. I thought I don't remember being like that. I don't remember any of that.
It's 1 a.m. in Berlin, I'm finding out. So here's what we're going to do for Torsten. We're going to play all 5 of the next songs all at the same time.
Okay.
And that way, and you can get software to. I'm kidding about that, Torsten. We've got 5 more songs to play. We're
they're
not going to
short.
race through them, but I will say this is on YouTube, on Facebook at Dan Navarro Music, on Facebook at James Lee Stanley.
Is it? Oh yeah, right.
yeah.
But it's not on my.
It's on your music page,
Yeah,
right?
but
They're named the same.
But can you help me get it onto my channel?
Onto your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What the best bet on that is to download it, or if there's a recorded version, upload it separately.
Okay.
Because we didn't go to you live.
Okay.
Because you've got 2 channels.
It's true.
Exactly.
I don't even know where they came from.
I'm realizing that the bottom of the tie-dye is sticking out. It's looking really, really weird. But thank God that
No,
I'm
you
gonna,
just-
I'm,
but just
I'm going
below-
to zoom in a little bit more.
Yeah, just below the.
I'm also going to move a little bit this way because I keep getting hidden behind the CD cover.
Okay.
Just saying.
Oh, I see. Well, you can get closer to me, sailor.
Just like me, they long to be.
Close.
Close. No, not close. Close.
Close.
Close to you.
Close.
Why do birds
Muy calos.
suddenly appear?
Okay.
Oh my God!
So
All-
let's get
all
over
wood-
let's get over these
all
hills.
wood and carpenter ants.
Oh,
Carpenters.
listen, I just got a suggestion from
But
my
you'd
pal
have
Jeff Hansen. Said, "Man, I got one for you." He said, "You got to do Jerry and the Pacemakers because it'll be perfect for our age group, all wood and pacemakers." Said,
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
The thing about doing the Carpenters is we'd have to do them punk.
Oh yeah.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you're on it? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Oh, man. Something like that. Actually, my old band
You
back
see what I have to contend with.
in the early 80s, my old band Bon Mott used to do, we did, imagine me and you, I'll think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. Right. I can't see me.
Before we lose any more people, let's blame another
Let's
tune.
play another song here. All right, so let's get it down to here. You hit the space bar.
Well, no,
We've got our little methodology down here.
We do, Yeti?
perfectly. I guess it-
Oh,
Go for it.
I guess I stopped
do
it.
it.
I can explain, folks, but I won't.
Hey baby, walk a while with me. Maybe you've got the love I need. Oh darling, 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 in your heart there's so very much. So much, so much, so much. It's more than enough. Many times I've loved, many times been smitten, many times I've lied and often kept my distance. Wise is the man who knows what he's missing. A man can get lost out on the open road. Many is a word that only leaves you guessing. Guessing when you really ought to know. Really ought to know. Many times I've turned away, hidden from a heavy load. Then I lost that love along the open road. Really ought to know, really ought to know. Many dreams come true. Some have silver linings. You are my living dreams. My pocket full of gold, I'll never let you go.
The porpoise song.
My pocket full of gold, I'll never let you go. My pocket full of gold,
Over the hills and far away.
Yeah. Wow. That's a sweet song.
It's a really sweet song. The original is fantastic. That was the one that did they hold one extra beat.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess we simplified it.
Well, we decided not to do that because, first of all, that didn't need changing. But we kind of just went for the straight part of the song, the vocal, and love how you did it.
Yeah.
I mean, the original is straight in 4, and actually, when the vocal comes, many times I cried, many times I listened, way the heck up there. So.
Yeah, you know what? I think we tenderized it a little bit.
We did.
But when this particular song, I was trying to channel that idea that how tender and sweet is that kind of true love, and how the person you love is your pocket full of gold, more so than any money. So I was trying to get
Pocket
that.
full of gold.
I was going more for romance than castrata. I
Right.
think was what.
Well, believe me, given the choice between the two, I'll pick romance any day of the week.
Yeah,
just
really.
saying.
Now that you mention it, yeah, well, there's no choice really. It's
Right. Basically, the choice between I don't know, kiss slips or tin snips. I don't know. I don't want the tin snips. What do we got? What do we got?
Oh, hey, hey.
Oh, I really like this one. This one was.
This was almost the first cut, as I
I think
recall.
this was, and this was, but we kept calling this "Hey Hey Luck."
Oh,
Somehow, I think I.
Well, that's what you told me. So
Right, but what happened is I think that something got pasted into the name of the file, and it was called "Hey Hey Luck."
Yeah, yeah. And my computer, it's still called Hey Hey Luck.
Yeah, it's red, and then I looked it up and went, "No, we got it wrong." We are James Lee Stanley and Dan Navarro with All Wood and Lead, and you can get your own copy at www.allwoodandlead.com.
I bet you most of these folks already have it, too.
A lot of people do. There are people that are already talking about they're going to get it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, Mia's Barry Gibb.
I can do
Can
that.
it be tender with my love? Tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man. No,
No time
you
to
be a
talk.
woman's man when you talk like this. Music loud, save me woman from
He's also a big dude, you know.
It's okay.
The other way.
You
know
can
what?
try to understand.
There's some great songs on there, though. I liked. I remember doing that.
Whenever away your mother used to hate.
How deep is your love? How deep
I
is your love?
gotta just. Can you do me a favor? You gotta
Just
just
pinch the nipple.
Oh, thank you. You got me back down. That's
Okay.
really, it gets stuck. It just does.
It could happen to
Those
anyone.
were incredible records, though. And those
Yeah.
of you who haven't seen the Bee Gees documentary on HBO, I think it's on HBO unless it's Amazon.
Talented Boys.
Yeah, and it's an amazing documentary too. They were pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So
hey, hey.
this is not Hey Hey Luck. Let me just take a look. Yeah, here we go.
Tell me when.
Track
Sarah.
number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
I wanna tell you about the girl I love. How she looks so fine. She's the only one that I've been dreaming of. Maybe someday she'll be mine, all mine. I wanna tell her that I love her so. Thrilled with her every touch. I need to tell her she's the only one I really love. That I really love. I got a woman, wanna straight all day.
Well, that was supposed to be Ball, wasn't it?
I got a woman, and you won't be true, no. I got a woman, stay drunk all the time. I said I got a little woman, and she won't be true, no. On Sunday morning when we go down to church, men folks standing in line.
Oh, I like what you did here.
Don't you tell me that they come there to play when my little girl looks so fine in a Sunday suit. And in the evening when the sun is sinking low, everybody with the one they love. I walk to town, keep searching all around, looking for my street corner girl. She's walking on. I got a woman and she looks so fine. Yeah, I got a woman and I wanna make her mine.
Boy, Chad plays some solid bass. He does. Jesus.
I got a woman, think I'm wasting my
Got a
time.
woman and she looks so fine.
I got a woman and she looks so fine, fine. Hey, hey, what can I do? I got a woman and she won't be true. Hey, hey, what can I say? Still wanna be with her night and day. Hey, hey, what can I do? I got a woman and she won't be true. Hey, hey, what can I say? Still wanna be with her night and day. Hey, hey, what can I do? I got a woman and she won't be true. She's really breaking my heart.
So we got balls in there anyhow.
The opening line is, I got a woman wants to ball all night, and we didn't feel that comfortable with that, so we put wants to stray all night.
Yeah,
And
and-
I'm sitting there going, it's not like, I mean, you know, we used to, on my streams, we used to have F-bomb Fridays. And then we switched off Fridays. We're doing Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We didn't know how to replace it. We replaced it with Samuel L. Saturdays. Yes, we all know what Samuel L. Jackson's favorite word is.
Really, you just have to see that one Quentin Tarantino film. Where
Exactly.
the entire script
The
is
entire
just the
script,
F-bomb.
exactly. Best screenplay without an F-bomb.
Actually, I was thinking that all the movies today would be a lot shorter if they just took the F-bomb out.
Apparently, the world's record is Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yes?
Something like 750 F-bombs or something like that. I want to watch that and kept. It reminds me of when I first went on the road with Lowen and Navarro with Eric Lowen. On our first tour, we had a little piece of paper on the dashboard. We were keeping a roadkill chart.
Oh, yes. Oh, jeez.
It's all. I actually have that in my scrapbook.
You know what? I was thinking when we were singing this particular song, I was thinking that one of the fun things that singing with you is that because either one of us can do the high part or the low part, the
Yeah.
harmony
Yeah.
textures change instead of it always being, you know, like I happen to love Crosby, Stills and Nash, but their harmony structure is, it always sounds exactly like that.
Well,
you know?
that's yeah. I mean,
And we bounce around, and so we change the texture even in our harmonies.
right.
See that, kids? Stick with us.
Stick with us.
We'll
exactly.
keep you amused.
We are James Lee Stanley and Dan Navarro here with All Wood and Lead. We've been playing you songs off the new record that is out now and available in most of the usual places, but particularly the All Wood and Lead website.
What did I just do?
You just. You started it through iTunes.
Oh, sorry.
So I'll quit iTunes because we're using the.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just making life easier.
I can explain.
You can get it at allwoodandlead.com. That's www.allwoodandlead.com. You will also go there if you go to www.weneedthefrickinmoney.com.
Or jamesleestanley.com or
DanNavarro.com. Well,
Dan,
right now Dan Navarro Music doesn't have a have a merchandise site up, so
we'll just use me.
go to All Wood and Lead or to James's site, and you know we're going to flat out admit that it is a little more expensive than getting it on Amazon. Amazon takes a third, the distributor takes a third, and we make a lot less. And
We
they
split a
decided
third.
proactively, after we set a price of $16, they're selling it at $13. They immediately put it on sale. And I guess so the equation's really, really simple. If you need the savings that much, we totally get it. Go
Yeah,
there.
no problem.
No problem at all. We also realize that if you get it on the All Wood and Lead site, there is an issue that there's no reduction for shipping if you buy multiple units. We're working on that because we
Actually,
realize that doesn't make sense.
One of the things that I do is throw in a bonus CD when people do that, so that they're getting more CDs than they ordered.
That's true. And actually, if you come to my website, dannavarro.com, for every one of my records you get 2 of James's free.
Well, I must admit that this is the first I heard of that. we may
why.
We may have to chat later on.
We have to chat.
See, he's got the button.
The button's right there.
Oh,
You can
that's
do
the
it too.
button?
Let me, come on, use the button, dude.
The button. Is it still on? It is. The button? See, I
Button. Who's got the button?
Benjamin
We're
Button.
getting silly here.
Okay,
I
yeah,
know,
we're
I
a
know,
little
I know.
goofy. It's because we're hungry.
What getting? We were already. You're hungry. I'm famished.
See that? Yeah, we haven't eaten since lunch.
I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, you did. I brought you.
Oh, that's right. You bought me
those.
2 of those things. Well,
Yes,
then I
I
have
did.
eaten. Forget about it.
There you go.
I'm good
You
until
can eat
next
again
week.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Exactly. Considering we got.
Okay, so
you know,
now that we're dazed and confused, let's go right in.
Now that's what I call a transition.
Thank you. Oh, I like this record, man.
Been dazed and confused for so long, could it be true? Wanted a woman, never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them know the soul of you, woman, created below. Baby blues, how they hypnotize. The days are confused, don't know where you've been. How you hurt me, baby. Here come those tears again. Here come those tears again.
Check this out.
Try to love you, baby, but you push me away. Don't know where you're going, don't know where you've been. I don't know why I ever want to see you again. Don't know why I ever want to see you again.
I love that one.
Me too. Yeah, you know what, man? I was practicing. I try to practice every day for an hour or two, and I was playing, and I came up with this one lick and I liked it, so I threw it in the looping box, and then I put another lick, and then another lick, and then when it was all done, I thought, you know what, this is a perfect tag for that tune. So I played the whole thing over again in the studio and put that tag on the end, because you know what, it was kind of inspired by Andrew Gould's "You're No Good." Remember the end of that thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this Andrew played everything on that recording, I believe.
He sure did.
And "You're No Good" by Linda Ronstadt, and the end of it had a thing not that I simply loved. And when I came to this, I wanted to do something like that to try to capture that magic that Andrew did, and in his memory.
The late great Andrew Gold passed
Truly.
away in 2011.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Right Kenny Edwards passed in 2010, Andrew in 2011, and Eric Long in 2012.
I forgot to mention Eric, and
Yeah.
oh my, I mentioned a bunch of people last night that I was missing, and I left both Kenny and Andrew out of the loop. Now I got to make another list of dead friends. It's really
right. Obviously, Eric, of course, my long-standing partner, but excuse me, Andrew was a good friend, and Kenny was a good friend.
Yeah, I loved him. I especially loved Kenny. I was closer to him than to Andrew. But Andrew's talent was magnificent.
Yeah, startling, absolutely startling.
Yeah.
He really, listened to "You're No Good," and he did everything, I think, except play the bass and the drums.
He didn't play the drums?
I think it was, no, I can't remember who the drummer would have been on then. Maybe Jerry Murata.
I guess actually, you're right.
Those days.
Murata, probably.
But it was also Kenny Edwards on bass, and
oh, I see. And then he did all the guitars then, Kenny.
And keyboards, I think.
Yeah.
Although she had Don Grolnick in those days.
Oh, that's right.
But that arrangement is definitely.
No, that's Andrew.
That's Andrew. That's what Andrew was all about. But that's interesting.
Yeah, that whole thing. Down, 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 down. You know, that was the beginning.
Now I've got to listen to that when we're done here. I've got to listen to "You're No Good."
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Boom, the double stops on the bass.
yeah, there's no getting around it. Chad Watson really.
Oh, this is da da ba 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 da.
Oh, right. This one's kind of close to the original, isn't it?
Pretty close to the original.
Yeah, this was the one that we ended up getting closer to the original on this one than on any other one.
Probably.
But it wasn't our fault because we weren't high. No, because because we don't exhale.
Right. Well, I don't do none of that
That's
stuff.
right.
No
You're
more.
clean as a whistle.
No, but it's still probably working itself out of my DNA after 50 years. So
It's possible.
exactly.
It's
And
possible.
I still remember. I mean, many a pint of ice cream got consumed in the interest of
Blind
my
monkeys.
weed smoking.
I remember reading a thing recently that says that it turns out in older people, in mature people, that cannabis actually increases their memory. Can you?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of noted for my memory, so we'll just let that one go right by.
Okay, well, you're just a fool in the rain.
Fool in love with you. Oh my God. I'm a Fool by Dino Desi and Billy. Billy Hinchy from Dino Desi Billy is a good friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah. And I loved those records back then. He was
don't-
like neighbors with Dean Martin and Desi Arnaz.
Right.
And so that was their garage band. When your garage band is Dean Martin's kid and Desi Arnaz's kid, then Frank Sinatra's record label signs you at 16.
I would imagine, yeah. I remember the name, but I don't remember anything else except that I knew they were the kids of.
Right, and not to imply that they were not worthy of their record deal. Billy's been playing with the Beach Boys for about the last 25 years.
So he's a real.
He's
player.
a very talented. He does a Saturday stream, and we were.
Oh, yeah?
We became buddies over me, kind of helping him figure out his streaming stuff because I did so much of that.
You mentioned Frank Sinatra, and I watched. I think it was either Netflix or Amazon that I watched the Frank Sinatra biography, and that man sang so brilliantly. It was humbling to watch this guy nail every note every time, just the way he wanted. I mean, as a singer, I'm telling you, that's some challenging stuff. And he simply he would speak the lyrics on the way into the studio to try to get the conversation.
That's pretty wild.
The way he would say it. And I did that. Matter of fact, when I sang the national anthem in Punxsutawney, from Philadelphia all the way to Punxsutawney, I recited the words because I thought everybody sings the national anthem like it's a physical exhibition,
Right.
and nobody hears the words. So I tried to do it like I wanted them to hear what it was saying, And so I sang it like that, and I got, well, of course, they had to dig it. It's the law.
there's that.
You know?
I got to tell you, actually, my friend Amy Engelhardt, who used to be in the Bobs, a wonderful singer.
I just was looking at that. That's the Bob.
That's-
the Bob.
that's-
Sorry.
Yeah, the Bob. She put up a post. What have you done that no one else in my friends list would have done? And she said, no random celebrity things, please. And I was thinking, and the only thing that I could think of is that I sang the national anthem for the Cubs and the Dodgers less than 4 weeks apart.
Wow.
And I did those. I did the first one only 6 weeks ago.
Oh.
It was June 13th.
Yeah, I remember.
And July 9th.
Yeah.
And here we are now, 16 days after that. So
And here you are with me.
And I'm here with you.
lucky devil.
somebody just pointed something out I think is really, really cool, which is James Lee Stanley, JLS, is SLJ, Samuel L. Jackson backwards.
I never thought of that.
So what you need to do is start letting the Futhermuckers.
I have to start saying cuff. I have to
Futhermucker.
start saying cuff,
Cuff
a lot.
and
Cuff.
Futhermucker.
You cuffer you.
Yes, you cuffer.
Mother cuffers.
What are you doing, Futhermucker? Something like that.
Ouch. Okay, let's do fool. in the
That's a
Rain.
really. That's it. What do you mean? We got a couple fools sitting right here. Let me tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, from all wood and lead.
Oh, baby. There's a light in your eye that keeps shining, like a star that can't wait for the night. Hate to think that I might have been blinded. Why can't I see you tonight? And the warmth of your smile starts me burn, and the thrill of your touch in the night. Yeah, I'm shaking so much with a yearning. Why don't you make it alright?
You swore that you never would leave me, and you said you would always be true. You promised you'd love me completely. So whatever happened to you? Whatever happened to you?
Check this drum part.
Yeah.
And you thought it was only in movies, as you wish all your dreams to come true. It isn't the first time, believe me. I'm standing here feeling so blue without you. Without you. Without you.
Clock on the walls moving slow.
More cello.
My heart, it just sinks to the ground. With a storm that I thought would blow over. By the light of the love that I found.
Light of the love that I found.
The light of the love that I found. Keeps on shining.
Light of the love that I found.
Keeps on shining. The light of the love that I found.
The love that I found.
Keeps on shining.
Love that I love, that I love, that I found.
Keeps on shining. That I love, that I like, that I love. Keeps on shining.
It keeps on shining.
Yeah, because I did it major in the start, beginning of the song, the lick, and then minor in the tab.
Keeps on shining.
Oh man,
That was really cool, man.
very fun to do this.
That was
record.
really fun.
You know,
I love singing. I haven't been singing like that on my records. I've been,
well, we didn't have to
"Oh,
sing
my
like
heart's
ourselves.
broken, I'm in love. I'm so sad.
Well, the cool thing about doing these
It's my
projects
records.
is that we don't have to sing like ourselves. We can
Right.
do whatever we want because we're just reinventing the songs and essentially reinventing ourselves while we do it,
Right.
while still maintaining what we each bring to what we do. You know?
Well, and I know my people out there know
Serious
that I put a
doing,
record out
serious
3 years ago. So this is the first record I've done.
Since Shed
then.
My Skin.
Yeah,
Check
since
out Shed My Skin. I play that on the radio show too. I have a radio show on Tuesday nights called Another Radio Show. and it's on the Folk Music Notebook. And for an hour, I just play My Friends.
Is that .org or .com?
.com.
Folkmusicnotebook.com.
Yeah,
That's Ron Lusko's place, right?
It's Ron Olesko's thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And so far I've done, let's see, 85 shows and 2 Christmas shows and 2 New Year's Eve shows. So I've done 89 shows in a row. God, I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted. That's tired just here. I mean, I'm tired just hearing about it. Just saying.
Anyhow,
Getting a
I
little
have
bit-
played all my friends on there. Anybody that I know and love ends
No
up.
one loathe? Is that what it sounded like you said? No one loathe.
Yes, no
I'm
one
using
loathe.
that one.
Okay. No, that would be something else. These are folks I genuinely admire and find inspirational in some way or
James Lee Stanley. He looks like a bird and he sings like a tree. To know him is to ask him.
another. That's right. Stick with me, folks.
Well, we got one more song here for you.
Yes.
Here at the unveiling, the unearthing, the blossoming of All Wood and Lead, the Led Zeppelin covers record.
Yes, a tribute to
conceived
those
of and
boys.
produced by James Lee Stanley.
Your idea, though, you came to me and said, "Let's do it," and I thought singing with you would be.
I thought
a
it had
treat.
some really amazing possibilities. Plus, there was people are so into Zeppelin that I figured that we were either going to be highly praised or tarred and feathered,
excoriated. Yeah, right.
excoriated, exactly, which is better than being recoriated, I guess,
and
or
yeah.
uncoriated, or
Well, one corrugated.
corrugated.
Yes, I hate being corrugated. It puts a kink in my swing.
Exactly, I'll fold up inside.
One of the things that was cool about doing this record is that you had an enormous familiarity with the catalog, and I had none. So that's you brought an honesty to what they to their side of it, and I brought something else, something else to it, and the amalgam. I'm just so proud
The
of this
studio,
record. I
all the
love this.
production chops, all the playing chops, all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, I am the engineer.
I'm
on
the
the
guy who
record,
showed
too.
up and went, "I don't like the curtains."
You sang your ass off, man. You were
Good
inspirational.
catch you, man. Great arrangements too.
Come on, and we did that. Anyhow,
It was a lot of fun to do, and it ain't over yet. We do have one more song to play for you here on All Wood and Lead Radio. This is James Lee Stanley,
That's Dan Navarro.
and here we come with the final track.
Just ramble on.
We call it AWAL, AWOL.
Oh, that's right. Oh, sorry. I fell down on the job once more.
Not an obvious choice in terms of the feel. I love that.
Leaves are falling all around. It's time that I was on my way. Thanks to you, I'm much obliged for such a pleasant stay.
I like that.
But now it's time for me to go. The autumn moon lights my way. For now I smell the rain, and with it pain, and it's headed my way. Sometimes I grow so tired just missing her. Just one thing takes the pain away. I got to ramble on. Now's the time is now to sing my song. I'm going round the world, I got to find my girl on my way. I've been like this 10 years to the day. Ramble on, got to find the queen of all my dreams. Got to find the queen of all my dreams. All my dreams. All my dreams. All my dreams. I got no time for spreading roots. The time has come for me to be gone, gone. To a hill, drag 1,000 times. Ramble on. Now's the time is now to sing my song. I'm going round the world, I got to find my girl. Oh my, I've been like this 10 years to the day. Ramble on, got to find the queen of all my dreams.
slip away.
Oh, let us slip away,
Let us slip away.
let us slip away. Ramble on,
Ramble.
now's the time has come to sing my songs. Nothing left but to ramble on. Around the world I got to find my girl. Time is now to sing my song.
Let us slip away.
Ramble on, ramble on, ramble on, ramble, ramble, ramble on,
Ramble on.
ramble, 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 ramble on.
Ramble, 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 ramble.
Oh man, you really drove that tag. You know, you were inspirational. I was like, Jesus, what can I do? He's doing such stuff.
It's the caffeine does it to me.
Well, that when you're going, no, you were so in the pocket.
Ramble, ramble.
And then, wow, you know, just was very fun. Very fun.
Hey,
I've been lots of James Brown records.
give me a with the hey.
See, he was listening to James Brown. I was listening to the Kingston Trio, you know.
Where have all
The flowers gone. Yawn.
Long time passing. Yeah.
We're weird. This is weird and weirder over here.
Dan Navarro.
James Lee Stanley.
And listen, we want to thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for spending the last couple hours with us.
Yeah, I hope you dug the record, and please tell 10 or 15,000 of your very closest friends.
If you
about
want to ask
the
us anything
recording.
about the record, James at jamesleestanley.com.
Yes.
And Dan at dannavarro.com. We make it very easy. We're happy to answer questions about how this record got made
Absolutely.
and what we were thinking.
And the equipment,
And,
I just put it on the website, all the equipment that I used, all the programs that I used, which cappuccino machine I used, everything is in there. And all the guitars except for this one Gibson, which I will add.
Right, let me tell you. But the little backpacker really acquitted itself in two spots. It's like,
Yeah, Nadine Ostrowski gave me that for Christmas. I didn't even know what it was because the package arrived with, I thought, a long, skinny package. What have I got, a giraffe?
Long, skinny guitar that's it's designed to be a travel guitar.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so you're not supposed to
really
record
thin.
with it.
It only flares out to about so big at the bottom of it. It's
And
by
it
the
has
way,
a very
Cindy Davis,
high-
I took the Merlin into the studio. I haven't used it yet.
So it's got a very high, it's got no bottom on it. And that's how we got that chimey, ringy thing, you know,
Right.
because it doesn't have any bottom.
Well, to the tone, it does have a bottom. I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
does.
Not
Yeah,
like
there-
open.
It's true. There is a bottom on it, but you can't touch the bottom.
It's
or
not
else
a bottomless git.
priests will come at you.
It's down the East Prairie.
Okay, so listen, I've got to drive for 2.5 hours. So
Does he drove 2.5 hours to come here and do this? And we've been drinking coffee the entire time.
as if you couldn't tell.
Torsten Donkert from Berlin, thank you for hanging with us late. I know that it's probably almost 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning over there.
Well,
but
fortunately,
appreciate
tomorrow
it.
is Sunday, so no, it isn't.
No,
Tomorrow's a
today's
work
Sunday.
day.
He's working tomorrow. That's the point. It's,
Oh. Well, you know what? You can always get another job, man. Thanks for hanging with us.
Torsten is my dear friend. We've been buddies since 2016. But
Yes.
you know, I want to thank all the people in the Dan fam who came. We're looking at our numbers. Basically, we're up over 100 the entire time.
Yeah.
which we greatly appreciate.
Truly.
We're thinking of taking this comedy team on the road. We are taking it on the road.
No doubt about it.
If you don't think we're going to be laughing our butts off in between songs, then you're sorely mistaken.
Yeah, we may be able to fit some songs in to our
Exactly.
set when we aren't babbling.
Exactly. So we're gonna have ourselves a good time.
The Babel Brothers.
The Babel Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we could do? I just realized. We could do Dan and the Reflector. That would be the band.
This is a wig, you guys. All wood and lead in a handy. I wish the open one's not here. I wanted to open it up, but I'm not slicing another one open.
Okay. Well, that's the record. It's actually right in the corner, right there. You
Right,
can
it's
see
right
it.
there in the corner. Allwoodandlead.com, available in all the other outlets. But I will say, baby needs a new pair of shoes, and it's
Yes.
frankly, again, we acknowledge that it is a little more costly if you get it direct from us.
But when you do, you get an extra something. Or
Well, you get it autographed, and
I'll throw in another CD. How's that?
there you go. This guy is doing it. Yeah, we're
I don't need
yammering
another
now.
all wood and lead.
No,
I mean,
there's only-
I mean, I have 34 other albums out, so I'll throw in one of
He's
those.
got 30. I've only got 18, and I feel I have 18 records and an inferiority complex.
Between the three of us, yes, yes. But that's folks.
34
That's how
and
it works.
18. That's 46 records.
It turns out it's actually 53. It turns out that there's three kinds of people in the world: those that can count and those that can't. With that, I got to say goodbye because I have a long drive. Thanks.
Love you all. Thank you all so very, very much for coming. We're signing off. We are
James Stanley.
and Dan Navarro with All Wood and Lead. Thanking you for being here with us.
I left out the Lee.
Yep, it's
I can explain. I was edited.
you were. That's right. You left out the Lee.
I did. James Lee Stanley. Not to be confused
and
with.
Daniel Anthony Navarro.
That's right.
And Dan Ant. And
Dan Pham. Somebody stop this. Turn it off.
Thank you all so much for coming. Thanks for being here with us. By the way, I'm sorry to keep doing this. I'm in the middle of making my next album, and it is going startlingly well. There's going to be some surprises on there. It's really sounding amazing with Jim Scott producing, who produced the first 5 Lona Navarro albums, and the final one. One of the things that's coming from it is I'm basically losing my mind. I haven't streamed in a long time, so I would look for at least one Dan Pham stream coming in the coming week. We'll figure out exactly when the right time is.
And that goes for me. I'm going to do one more streaming show this month, and I'll let you know on Facebook. So maybe some of you could join me.
So thank you all so very much for coming. For James Lee Stanley
and Dan Navarro,
we are All Wood and Lead. Thanks so very much. Have yourself a great rest of your Sunday.
See you. Bye. We really mean see you.
Go
Bye.
home. Go home. It's
Don't you have something to do?
It's not ending. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
we're going to be here
I'll
forever.
push the button. It's
We're
nothing
gonna be-
happening. when I
Maybe we
push
need.
the button.
Maybe we need to pull the plug.
There we go.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Don't try to stop.